guys? This is Munir Lazuni with AML Fitco Elite Fitness Coaching. Today we're going to be covering my top 5 corrective exercises and stretches to be done prior to squats. Now, to be honest, there are actually a series of 10 or more corrective exercises that I like to do before squats if I have enough time. However, if you're in a time crunch, you only have an hour or 90 minutes to work out, you got to choose your top 5 to be as efficient as possible. So here are my top 5. We're going to start off with the shoulder stretch 6 series. So what we're going to do, we're going to put a band over a bar. The band's going to give average strength. Okay? Now you're going to take the 2 ends, you're going to string one through the other. Boom. There you go. Now next up, we're going to put our arm through. So arm through and around. So we're going to step back till we feel a stretch in the back of our shoulder. And from there, we're going to start with a forward and back motion, which is just going to be alternating steps back. You're going to do 10 alternating steps back. It's called the sagittal plane of motion, forward and back. Next, we're going to do the frontal plane of motion, which is crossover steps. So you're going to cross over and cross over. So I'm winding it up and then pulling it across my body. Okay, so that's stretching out my back. I'm going to feel it all over my shoulder to my lower back. Lastly, transverse plane, which is twisting. What we're going to do is we're going to bend at the hips, reach under, twisting, and then we're going to reach back, twisting. Okay, so we're going to do that 10 times as well. So you're going to do 30 reps total within that series. Now, that was 3 stretches. Next up, the remaining 3 of the 6 are going to be right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this grip right here. So you don't have to string your arm through, you're just going to be holding it. Now notice how my elbow comes all the way up. Now if you're getting a pinch here, turn your hand this way. If you're getting a pinch here, turn your hand this way. Find a position where you're not getting a pinch in your shoulder if you're prone to pinching. Now, the key here is to allow the band to pull your elbow up, which is going to bring your shoulder blade back. So your shoulder blade is attached to your arm. Now, a big problem that people face when they're in front of screens all day is that their shoulder blades come forward, and so it's hard to get overextension if your shoulder blade is forward. So by opening up your shoulder blade and using the band to pull it back, it's going to drop your shoulder blade back and get you into a better position to keep your chest up when you squat. Okay? So again, you're going to grip it right here, and then same thing, alternating steps forward, 10 reps, alternating crossover steps, 10 reps, and finally for the twisting one, we're actually going to ditch the band, and we're going to grab the top bar so that we don't rotate. So you're going to grab the bar with your thumb on the bar, you're going to twist through, twist out. Now, if you're tall enough that reaching up for the bar doesn't give you stretch, just squat into it. This bar's a little high where I'm on my tippy toes, so it actually works out pretty well. All right, awesome. So that is the shoulder 6 series stretch. Now next up, we're going to change angles a bit and cover the 3-way hip stretch. So I got to give credit to Dr. Jeremy Schumacher with Epic Performance and Physical Therapy for teaching me this exercise in his process of fixing my back 2 years ago when I went into physical therapy, which is part of what got me on this path of helping men like yourself recover their bodies. So what we're going to do is we're going to position ourselves where our toes are both pointed forward, and we're going to go forward and back 10 times, getting into that hip. Next up, we're going to bring our leg out to the side, toe is still pointed straight. We're going to go 10 times to the side. Right, so we got forward and back, side to side, lastly twisting. So we're going to turn our toe out this time and twist onto there. So a quick review of that. You're going to go forward and back, toes both facing forward, side to side, both toes facing forward, and twist out, turn onto that side. Okay? The next stretch is also credit to Dr. Jeremy Schumacher with Epic Performance and Physical Therapy, which is the 90-90 stretch. So essentially what we're going to do here is we're going to get a 90-degree angle with both legs. Let me change angles on you real quick so you can see me a little bit better. Boom. All right. Awesome. So here's what we're going to do once the camera relaxes. There we go. Nice. Okay. So you're going to be right here. Both legs are a 90-degree angle. Now if I change positions here, you can really see that a little bit better. So what you can see is this leg is at a 90-degree angle. My hips or my legs are at a 90-degree angle with each other, my thighs, and straighten that out a bit. My back leg is also at a 90-degree angle, so it's the 90-90 or the 90-90-90. So, what you're going to do, position yourself right here, both hands down here, triceps flexed, keep your arms straight, lift your front knee 5 times, okay? Now next up, this one's a little harder for most people, keep your knee down and lift the front foot 5 times. So you're going to have to use the back leg glute to push it to the ground, allow you to get that rotation in your hip. Do not let this knee come off the ground. If you need help, you can put a book or something, a pad of some sort underneath your knee so that you can get that leverage. But eventually you want to be able to do it by smashing your knee into the ground and boom. So drive that knee into the ground as hard as you can, or rotate, drive this glute to the ground as hard as you can. Next up, 5 reps of the back knee up and 5 reps of the back heel up. So everybody's gonna encounter different challenges with this one, but try your best, try to keep your arms straight and do your best. Now, next up, this next progression, you can keep your hands here if you're really good at it. Personally, I have to go here because I'm pretty tight in the hips. That's why I had a back injury a while back from lifting improperly for 7 years before I learned how to do it right. So basically, arms straight, and you're gonna lift this back leg up 5 times. Next, dog on a fire hydrant, rotate 5 times. Lastly, boom, boom, straighten out 5 times. That's a more advanced progression once you're more comfortable with it. And then, lastly, you're gonna grab the back leg, keep it at 90 degrees, grab the other side and twist. Hold that stretch for 30 seconds, count 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator, that way you're counting slow enough to get that full stretch. All right, so that's the 90-90. Next up, we're gonna cover the leg over the kettlebell drill. So the leg over the kettlebell drill is a fan favorite. All my clients have a beautiful love-hate relationship with this one. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna position ourselves with our back against the wall. Now we're gonna scoot an inch out. So this is gonna prevent us from cheating by leaning back, because if we lean back, we're gonna touch the wall and we'll know that we cheated, okay? So I'm actually gonna change the camera angle here so you can see everything. Boom. So the kettlebell is between my feet right here. My back's right next to the wall. Placing my hands down first, and we're gonna lift up and around, up and around, up and around, up and around. So each up and around counts as 1 rep. So 1, 2, 3, okay? So you're gonna go ahead and do 20 of those. Now the next progression is with your hands behind your head. So if you wanna do 10 that way and then 10 this way, it's a great way of doing it. And if you really wanna be advanced, there's level 3. Change angles on you so you can see properly. Boom. Okay, so for the third angle, arms straight overhead, lift up and over, lift up and over. Keep your triceps flexed, boom, boom. You can even hold a stick in your hand if you really want to make it hard, okay? So that's a great one for learning thoracic extension, which means chest up, which is required on squats. It's also a great one for turning on your abs, hip flexors, everything else, your quads, pulling your pelvis into a more neutral position. So if your pelvis tends to stick out, your butt sticks out, this is gonna help get your butt straight, okay? So, lastly, the 30 circles drill. So this is definitely the hardest one. Now, if you're not very mobile, start with the 10s. If you're like me and you're kind of mobile, but still not 100%, not completely a supple leopard yet, I would use the 5s. And if you're a beast, like one of my clients, David Jaffe, then you can use the 2.5s. So, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put those plates down about shoulder width. You're gonna place your heels on it, and you're gonna go squat all the way down. From there, you're gonna do 30 circles. So this one's really tough, and there's an alternative if this is too hard for you, because it's definitely too hard for most people. You're gonna do 30 circles clockwise, 30 circles counterclockwise. Try to stay down there the whole time, okay? And then from the side angle so you can see, heels on here, sit low, 30 circles clockwise, and then 30 circles counterclockwise. At the end of that, your shins are gonna be burning because that's your tibialis muscle, which is gonna help you sit back more on your squat and deadlift. Now, there's an alternative to that using this band right here. So if you wanna just activate your tibialis in an easier way, this isn't nearly as effective, but that's how the easier things are sometimes. When you take the easy way out, it's often a lot harder, which is why we always preach putting in the work, doing it the hard way, so to speak. So what we can do is the same band choke technique. Place the band around, place one loop through the other. Boom. I would actually use a lighter band for this, but we're gonna use this one since it's right here. And you're gonna put your feet through there. And actually we want this to be lower. See, I don't really do this variation much because it's not nearly as effective. We want it to be nice and low so it's level with our feet. Okay, so place it right here. Okay, now from there, make sure your feet are firmly through. Come back a little bit. You're just gonna do these reps. So you're activating that same tibialis muscle, but it's not quite as specific as doing it in that squat position with the 30 circles drill. And also it's a lot easier. And part of the beauty of the 30 circles drills is so uncomfortable that it's gonna warm you up to the idea of getting uncomfortable, which is gonna help you perform better. Because at the end of the day, if you're down to get dirty and work hard, you're gonna do a lot better. So guys, that is my top 5 series of exercises, corrective exercises and stretches to perform before squats. Make sure you do that every time. There are a lot of bonuses. Check out the YouTube channel, AimWinURL. Enjoy the program. I'll see you guys soon.